Hey now, girl. So let's do something a little different here and catch up with some books. I've actually got a pretty good amount of book hauls I've been meaning to do, but I wanted to only do them if I had the other stuff and not lose out. Got a little bit of time here because I'm losing my mind. So what happened, right, was my buddy. This guy's a wildcat, man. But what do you call it? We just help each other out once in a while and stuff. He's got a fucking extract of mugwort, extract of wormwood, uh, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know how to explain it. But he's yeah, a big antique warehouse, right? Um, I'll put a link to his channel if he tells me that that's okay, because he does he works on weird animation and stuff too, and music. He's a cool cat, not a real mutant. So I don't know if he wants me to. I'll see. I don't know if he would want me to expose him. But working in an antique warehouse for maybe decades and stuff. Of multiple floors of just weird stuff, and he was saying we're holding me closing out or moving or liquidating a bunch of stuff. Just come over sometime and just look through, grab as much books or whatever you want as you want. But yeah, it only worked out that it was after a week we're straight of working in minus 40, so I was pretty exhausted, but managed to grab some things before feeling too burnt out. It's just random. I haven't gone through this box in a little while, so we're gonna it'll be it's almost like an unboxing for me. um, yeah, I just pulled this out because I'm organizing and stuff over here a little bit. Been meaning to do this one for a little bit. Let's start. Yeah, use a janky setup here because it's books. I'm just gonna start. It's just randomly from biggest to smallest, I guess. We've got an illustrated history of firearms. Is that the Thompson there, or maybe a predecessor? Maybe good for reference and stuff. You see stuff of all eras. Yeah, this is what you want. And is it an illustrated history? Yeah, a nice amount of pictures compared to words. Eh? Oh, this is good. It's very ornate. Look at the craftsmanship. I could do that. I wonder. So I was thinking lately about antiques and stuff, or what'll happen if the generation that follows Gen X, probably a lot of us are Gen X. Whoops. Whoop. Um, I'm a millennial technically though, but if the generation after us doesn't get into comics, say there's stuff like stamps and shit, or think about antiques. People are into really old toys, say first gen GI Joes and Barbies, but even more so old tin toys and metal toys and stuff that have survived somehow. But I guess that's kind of generational. So what happens with comics if people aren't interested in this stuff? Kind of wondering about that. But yeah, the point was that it's kind of like craftsmanship is we're kind of seeing some stuff going on right now with some of the biggest guys in the biz using a lot of computer assistants, but craftsmanship, maybe that's part of it. People look back to the past, to a time when you could take time and attention to things and appreciate that. Maybe that's part of it. I'm not sure. There's still a lot of talented illustrators out there though, even of the younger generations. You see kids that are on iPads and stuff, and they can still actually draw even on pen and paper and shit. It's pretty cool. Okay, digressing, but we'll move on here. Just doing random big books to little. What do we got next? The new Sensual Massage. I'm probably okay. This is only for educational purposes, right? Oh yeah, educational. Yeah, that's what it's for. Yeah, I'm so sure. I already know this stuff already. You just you're born with instinct or whatever, man. You got it or you don't. Like I said, this for what do you call it? I can't think. Edumacationum. Back in the day, you would cut that up and make crazy collages with maybe some people from National Geographic or UFO mags or caveman stuff. What do we got here? Words from the wise, centuries of proverbs to live by. That's always great. Looks like some weird kind of drawings and stuff too. When the cat mourns for the mouse, do not take her seriously. Interesting. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose, of course. Burdens become light when cheerfully born. That's what I need to hear. Proverbs are always great. Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom. I see, like, a lot of the time grabbing stuff like this, I like, don't want to, like, yeah, I could probably, like, flip it, but, like, how could I not want to keep it? Some Dungeons and Dragons stuff, 2nd edition, Forgotten Realms, official gaming accessory. These are, oh, man, this is, like, when they have full, little campaign and stuff. You gotta love this stuff. I used to collect this stuff back in the day, but the prices are shooting up. So I'm glad I grabbed a lot of 2nd edition or 1st edition back in the day, but there are still some, of course, that I covet. But every year the prices on that stuff go up. This is really minty for anybody who cares, but Lands of the Northmen. Okay, so let's move on. Made this wrong? I just saw the Northmen. The Northmen. Official Advanced Dungeons and Dragons official game adventure Conan Unchained by David Cook. The greatest hero of the Hyborian world leads his companions against danger and death among the outlaw bands of the Viliet Sea. Cool, man. Gonna be rocking around in Samaria or what? Hyperborean age. I love this era of illustration. That's my jam, dude. Some Mongols by the looks of it. What is best in life? My Crom laughs at you. He laughs at your god. Alright, sorry guys. What do we got here? This is like, this was in like Monsters Manual. Must be the same illustrator. Whoa. Some of Conan's friends. Valeria of the Red Brotherhood. Juma the Warrior. Nestor the Gunderman. We shall see. Some more Forgotten Realms. Cool. Holy crap, I'm glad I found this stuff. Empires of the Sands. This must be like 1991 or something, right? Judging by this style of art. Oh, some character sheets. You don't see those too often. We'll keep it moving though. But it's kind of like you wanna hit the sweet spot of like moving too fast or too slow, but just, you know, the sweet spot. It's not a race. You're kind of like smelling the flowers once in a while, right? Striding, gliding, smelling. We got Ed Greenwood. He's the, what's it called? Is that Elminster or Shannara or something? I forget. It's like scraping the memory banks. Waterdeep by Ed Greenwood. Sick. Oh man, this is a little minty too. Not that it matters. It's kind of, the thing about grading is like kind of, I mean, it's nice when like there aren't stains or pieces of dust that bother you and stuff, but it's kind of okay when things have like a history too, like they kind of have like a mojo attached to them. That's the way I feel about like mid grades or even lower grades and stuff. You can kind of tell if something was like trash or neglected, or if it just had like a life and a history that came with it. Moving on. Dragonlance. Dragons of Hope by Tracy Hickman. Look at that. This must be fucking CG, man. What kind of would this be like acrylic or gouache or something? It looks more vivid than acrylic. Maybe oil. Dragons of Hope. That's the new aren't they playing at the Albert on New Year's Eve? I guess they've really fallen off over there. All that Posy core used to be nice and trashy. Now of all the things, we got Dragons of Hope going on. Big old map. Character cards. Cool. Oh, even more D&D. This might be the last one though. Oh, this guy. This looks maybe like in Monstrous Manual of the illustrator who did that Death Knight. Or isn't there like I'm thinking of the Undead Paladin, yeah, the Death Knight. Maybe something like that. This looks like familiar, this illustration. This is good as hell, man. I like this kind of stuff. Test of the Warlords by Douglas Niles. Might seem like I hope I'm not taking too much time, but I think if you count Mississippi's, you'll see that it's like under 10. Time's moving faster these days, though. You think time is a constant? I think that's been disproven. Hasn't it? Okay, moving on. I guess we've got some music section here. Folk instruments, make them and play them. It's easy and fun. You think I got time for that, Jack? What am I, working on a submarine? Interesting, though, how to make rubber band harp, Indian mouthbow, bleach bottle banjo, washboard bass. Holy crap, there's a dulcimer, Renaissance solitary. There sure are a lot in here. I would have thought there might be only a handful. This is wild. A glockenspiel. I've always wanted a glockenspiel. Those have very nice resonance. Drumsticks and mallets. Maybe I'll get around to making one of those someday. Maybe I'll just look at AI hentai on my phone. Sorry guys. Alfred's Basic Guitar Method by Alfred Dalberge and Morton Manus. Level 4. España. Yeah, one thing when looking at sheet music books is just like looking for fun songs, I think. La Cucaracha. Dance Macabre. Moving on. The Guitarist's Chord Manual. Kind of just a good grab like get a smorgasbord. Probably won't be keeping everything of these. Lead Rock Method, Volume 2. Spring Recital. Marshall's Music. Oh. They recently fixed a guitar for me pretty nicely there for like just a nice round sum of $100, but I think I probably could have got charged more somewhere else. Just fixed the tuning pegs and stuff. A bunch of them were broken off. Asia. Journey. Santana. I don't know, you're not winning me over right now. Queen, okay. Oh, Randy Rhoads, there we go. Now you're talking. Okay, I get it. I know that one. Just kidding, I was trying to read. I haven't read sheet music in a long time. I don't remember that shit. Moving on. Okay, slightly smaller books now. The Herbal Drugstore. The best natural alternatives to over-the-counter and prescription medicines. Look how thick that is. I don't know, I always love this kind of, just kind of like these are the coffee table books that are kind of fun to flip through. Remember I was talking about Wheel of Time and how crazy it was that Brandon Sanderson was able to finish that book, even though there was like rooms of notes and stuff, because I don't know, I almost think like it's so crazy that one guy wrote it rather than like a team of like a council of hidden society or something, because they would even have, there's like all kinds of Easter eggs in there that, you know, when they allude to plants that Nineveh would use to cure, that you could tell by the descriptions that they coincide to plants on our realm, well, in our tide, in our age, and the herb or the medicinal effects of them and stuff. This is the kind of thing that I should, like, you know, it's like astronomy and stuff. You kind of just, it's nice to be able to know a little bit if you can, or as much as you can. It's just kind of cool. Libido problems. Oh, here's one for you. We got the, it's what do you call it? Stickiomancy? Bibliomancy? When you just flip to a random page and it's your fortune. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Take it easy. Don't get so touchy. What is this, fucking Mandrake? No. Echinacea. Okay, let's move on. Let's stop trying to act like I'm smarter, funny. Tao Te Ching. don't know, some kind of gook shit or whatever, some kind of Jap stuff. Look at this Eagle brand condensed milk. That's got to be like one of the steps of the food pyramid. That's got to be a major food group there. You ever buy this stuff? But a sweetened condensed milk recipe. Bars, cheesecakes, pies, cakes, cookies, brownies. I just like, it's the idea of this seems like so. It's like that sounds so rich, but I swear you could just eat a whole jar of that. So, foods using this must be like pretty good. I don't know. I do like cooking. I'm not very adept at or established at baking, but the you can't. Oh, here we go. Caramel flan. Isn't that a quote from Blade Runner? What is it? It's like, too bad you'll never eat flan. Whoever really does. I'm messing around. I'm a little bit tired. Peanut butter dessert sauce. Well, let's keep moving. We're about halfway through, by the looks of it. The United States Marine Corps workout. Researched by Andrew Floch. Photographed by Peter Field Peck. Willow is the alias of Willow. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Semper Fidelis. Semper Fi, little brother. Semper Fi. Who's even gonna be? I'm just talking nonsense. My brain is like, you know, when you're overtired, maybe you're at a sleepover with some loved ones, and your humor has become just kind of abstract or juvenile or a mix of the two. Oh shit, man. I don't need this stuff though. I can already do this. I was born that way. Even when I was a baby, I was like doing this, and they're like, "Oh, stop!" And the doctors and nurses were trying to like stop me, but fucking it's this one flying and shit off from the room. But then Uncle Sam and Pat were like, "Hey, we need your help," and I was like, "I knew it, man. I've been waiting, man." Jiming Day. Oh, okay. Striking Deadly Blows to Above Vital Organs by Master Hai Long. Holy crap. The old martial arts book section. If I was gonna make a martial arts book, it would just be all this. Strike the groin. Just arrows pointing to the groin. What's this called? Dajiming Day. I like when they have illustrations too. Think about it, maybe you could be using these for kind of like reference and stuff too. Or just to get in tune with your body. I know a lot of people are nerds, but to be a well-balanced tiger, just like Rex in Effect, just in tune with your body, man. Body, mind, spirit. Shaolin Shina, this is the seizing art of Kung Fu. This is like hand traps and stuff, right? And kind of like hitting pressure points too. My cousin growing up, the same cousin I mentioned before, kind of like growing up attached at the hip almost, he would like always be studying these and amassing like a crazy collection of these books, like, you know, saving up the allowance and buying one every week or two or every month depending on the price. But this one is like, he'd always be able to hand trap anybody's like trying to punch him and stuff, and he'd be able to like grab your arm or whatever while you're trying to do that, and it would just like go numb and dead. I know you might think that's far-fetched, but I mean honestly it's real. That's what Batman uses. You think Batman's not real, man? You gotta keep the faith, brothers. This shit's real. I could kick this guy's asses. Bring him in the ring with me on UFC, then we'll see. Let's keep going. Strategy and Unarmed Combat. The Science of Champions by Paul Maslach. My bad. Hopefully these have... What's the fucking... I found like a whole ton of VHS from... I think it was Tiger Video or something, or Panther. I've given them to my buddy though to try to transfer to digital or DVD, but I should try to get them back. Those are all the kind of like, some stuff like this is like worth some dough. I do have the Dim Mak Poison Hand Touch of Death book, but I shouldn't let anybody see that. Kenpo Karate for Self-Defense by J.T. Will. You know this guy's not messing around, man. These guys are like in pain. This is some good photography. And catch people in the middle of like getting fucking decked. Kenpo, is that what Wesley Snipes, aka Blade, uses? I forget. Or no, that's Shotokan, right? My bad. Yeah, if like martial arts books for free, I will not say no. Kicking Techniques for Competition and Self-Defense by Roy Kerbin. Watch me just fucking get my ass kicked in the, like, while I'm carrying all these books around someday or something. The paramedics will just find me bleeding from my butt. Just dying. Oh, help me. All these books on my person. Well, he died how he lived. Pathetically. You know I'm joking around, guys. Blocks. Sorry if you're not here for jokes, but I just have to comment on this. I'm not gonna just read word for word. I'm sleep deprived, you have to be too. Breaking. No, not the famous film with, or even part 2, Electric Boogaloo. This is a dynamic art of breaking by Pu Gil Guan. Look at this jump, man. He's getting fucking energy going in that. It's like a spin kick jump, I think. Looks like. Roundhouse kick. Hand speed practice. Knife hand speed practice, yup. Twist your body with ready knife hand. Strike at the leaves as hard and as fast as possible. Dude, like, you won't even see it, but all the trees, like, all the leaves are off the tree all of a sudden. And you didn't even see them fall to the ground. They're just on the ground. That's how fast I am when I do it. Speed practice with a magazine. Okay, so you're trying to make the magazine. Bring your knee up and kick and arc. Breaking techniques. This stuff is like gold. I don't know if it must fluctuate in price. It's been a long time since I've looked at that kind of stuff, but it was always like, you know, these growing up, these would be like 10 bucks and stuff ish each, but a lot of stuff is out of print. Modern artists. This is the Filipino art of stick fighting. I'm not really familiar with this at all, but I think it transfers to, like, not just sticks, right? It's kind of like thinking about leverage and the extension of the movement, I guess. That's what I hear anyways. I'm dumb though. Maybe, you know, to practice gesture drawing though, things like this might be kind of worthwhile. It's easier than pausing whatever, what have you. That would be a thing to do. Da Xing Chengji. Power striking. Master Hai Long again. And I'm sorry, I'm sure my pronunciation is awful there. I gotta be careful, these have been in the cold a little bit. Be careful of the binding right now. It's minus 30. There's pipes bursting. Emergencies to be dealt with. But I got a little bit of time now, thankfully. Time to master. In Ninjatopia, there will be no slaves, only masters. Master's Guide to Basic Self-Defense. Progressive retraining of the reflexive response by Master Hai Long again. Almost done with the martial arts books, I think. But this is kind of a gold mine to get all these. One strike, stopping power. How to win street confrontations with speed and skill. Okay, let's cut to the fucking chase. This guy must be like some ex-cop who is a fucking Green Beret or something too. Yeah, let's see. This is the law of the Yukon, that only the strong shall thrive, that surely the weak shall perish, and only the fit survive. Robert W. Service quote to open up. Interesting. You have to stand around and wait for the cops, or worse, more of this person's friends to show up and come after you. Just kind of reading some random words. Just fucking gouging the eyes. Hit right in the bread basket. Lots of some fist to the groin there. Some back kick, back heel to the groin. Fucking forward kick. We'll just make a martial arts book, and all the moves are hits to the groin. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what happens, man. I think wood glue might be a good restorative fix to some binding. Or white glue is kind of the same thing. Oh, this looks so cool. Irish of the Arctic. Bet you didn't know that existed, huh? The Life of Brother J. Patrick Kearney by P.E. Breton. 1963. Okay, so there's like Christian stuff, maybe. Maybe some Irish Catholics or something. What next? And with fiction or other paperbacks? Getting to the end. We're gonna keep going with how we're doing it from biggest to smallest. Just keep it fair. Almost there. That's what she said. Just kidding. Never heard a lady say that ever. I think if it was possible for them to say that, doctors would have told us by now, right? Okay, Schrodinger's Cat Trilogy by Robert Anton Wilson. Please forgive the jokes, guys. I think this is maybe a second copy. I kind of like this one more than the Illuminatus Trilogy, but it's kind of weird. I mean, he like worked for Playboy magazine before this, MK Ultra Central. But a little bit nasty too. Your utopia is more of a fruitopia. There's some good stuff though. Grew up on this guy. I still can't purge it from the collection. It's always formative. Okay, more Dungeons and Dragons. Give you what you want. Endless Quest book. Pick a path to adventure. So these are like choose your own adventure books, but Dungeons and Dragons. The pictures, yeah. Crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen these before. You know, I've tried to read these, but it's too hard. Dungeons and Dragons Endless Quest book. Pick a path to adventure. Dungeon of Dread by Rose Estes. It's by Rose Estes, both. Well, look at that thing. Damn, dude. Don't want to end up on that page. Shit. Cool. I meant to shout out old... Wait. Let's go with this. I meant to shout out old nerd, who is the guy I was talking about with those 1984 and 94 magazines. I seen in your book haul, dude, that you were showing like vintage horror books, and it like reminded me of that era too, of the design. And like even movies and like TV horror would have this kind of like aesthetic of design. William Goldman Magic, not quite the same kind of design, but this era has like a cool vibe. Like anything from like 60s to early 80s is like pretty sweet. Seamus for horror, it was hitting. But this one is like, see, I'm not familiar with the book, but I watched the movie, and it really is awesome because it's a young Anthony Hopkins. And did you ever want an evil ventriloquist dummy movie? It's the perfect one. And Anthony Hopkins learned how to do ventriloquism to throw his voice while he's skitzing out, losing his mind, and not knowing if his dummy is coming alive or if he's schizophrenic and shit. And it's like really cracking, like, you know, like a good sharp 90 minutes. It's pretty sick, man. What a great role. And I mean, you know, he's known for being Lecter and stuff, but he's great in that. Yeah, and it's just a perfect like evil ventriloquist dummy movie. uh, that should be a genre unto itself, right? Yeah, William Goldman, Magic. If you get the chance, I think it's on like Tubi. I think I even watched it like the past handful of years or something. I probably watched it twice. Oh yeah, and Burgess Meredith is his agent too. Once he's like a failing comedian, but once he incorporates the like foul mouthed, ill humored ventriloquist into his act, Burgess Meredith is like, "Kid, you're gonna be a star. Let me take care of you." It's pretty awesome. Getting to the end. Peeping Tom Patrol, plus 10 other stories of crime and suspense from Playboy. Yeah, Playboy books are like something. Oh, we got fucking John D. MacDonald on there. Richard Matheson, Ian Fleming. John D. MacDonald was mentioned in some interviews around the time of Sin City by Frank Miller as being one of his favorite crime and mystery authors. Yeah, but these Playboy books they're often like kind of cool. There's lots of like recipe books or like cocktail books and stuff by them and stuff. But I always like, it's almost like Disney or something. I feel like there's some kind of insidious thing they might be trying to slip into the annals of my mind or something, man. I don't trust it. Like always a little weird, but oh, this should be good. Recipe book, Victorian Sweets, Authentic Treats, Recipes, and Customs from America's Bygone Era. Alison Kyle Leopold. This is nice, nice design too. Okay, this is like a faux old kind of look though, but let's see what the hardcover design's like. It can't be too fancy, can it? No, it is not. This must be like, it's modern, but has a nice vintage look. And does that kill it for you? As long as the recipes are good, it does, right? Look at these delightful, classy, and well-spoken pastries. Victorian times. Right there. Less of pies and tarts. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'm probably gonna go for the condensed milk one instead. Okay, is this like the third or fourth last book? 50 winning chili recipes. Okay, here's what I needed. I forgot I had this. Alright, let's go. Just like Johnny 5, integrate it all and then collate to the perfect chili recipe. Let's do that. The Evil Men Do. This is just one of those old kind of cool pulp looking things. A Strange and Chilling Novel, it says, by Benedict Keeley. What the New York Times says, 3 or 4 breathless hours. Saturday Review says a smash hit stirred by a master hand into the stiff consistency of suspense and topped off by a macabre surprise. Okay. The Boston Traveler, this young Irish novelist, Irish, can deal skillfully with the dark hidden forces of man's secret heart. Okay. I used to always like read pulp and mysteries like almost a book a day and shit. When it comes to that, you can read mystery novels in like one day, man. This is the second copy of this. Ripley's Believe It or Not Ghost Stories and Plays. These ones are kind of creepy. Nice creepy little like almost kiddish illustration too. Not bad. What else we got here? I guess the last one, the smallest one. Irish Stout Recipes. I don't know if that I don't know if that sounds too appetizing to my particular taste, but yeah, Guinness Stout could be pretty good. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Not quite as many book hauls as comic hauls, but I thought I'd do one. I've been meaning to for a while. They've just been like piling up. Well, not too bad, but I never know where to put them in, but I thought right now wouldn't be a bad time. So thanks for watching out there. I hope you find cool things and are having a good holiday season and stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment and make jokes. Please don't make fun of me or be mean. This is oh man. This way. Why am I so excited for this one? The condensed milk recipe book. Okay. Yeah, thanks guys. All right, cheers. Talk to you.